Hi, I'm Dr. Rod Newton, and I'd like to share with you my coaching principles in a way that I hope will be helpful for you. I'd like to ask you 4 questions, and you'll see these questions are kind of fundamental or foundational in the way that I coach. And the first question is, are you connected to what matters most to you at this point in your life? Because when I look back at the times in my life when I was connected with what mattered most to me, and my actions reflected that, those are the times in my life that were most fulfilling, they were most effective. I personally make sure that every day I check into that and update what matters most to me. So that's the first thing we focus on, what matters most to you now, because it changes from time to time. So the second question is, do you know what skills and capacities you'll need to develop in order to create what matters most to you? And there's 3 kinds of skills and capacities that I coach. The first one is general capacities that have to do with, we call them the master skills. They have to do with your consciousness, with your mind, because everything you do with other skills and capacities has to do with how present you are, how awake you are, how in the moment you are. So we practice those master skills in every time I develop a skills program. It has those at the foundation. The second kinds of skills are general brain skills, because in addition to the master state of consciousness, there's specific states of consciousness that you can create with your brain that are very helpful for specific things. For example, if you want to organize and clean your room, you want a completely different state of mind than if you want to connect with your lover. So those are skill sets that you can cultivate that both use the master skill and the master state. So the third kind, besides the kind of general brain skills of how to create effectively and how to heal and so forth, are the specific skills that you need now because of what's emerging in your life. Because life has a way of stretching us into growing that involves being more than we have been in the past, developing skills and abilities that we haven't had so far in order to meet the challenges of our life right now. So those are the 3 kind of sets of skills and capacities that are most helpful in being able to create what you want or do what matters most to you in life. The third question is, do you know how to systematically develop those skills and capacities? Because you can know what you need, but if you don't know how to develop those, life is going to teach you. And life is can be a brutal teacher, or it can be a benevolent teacher, particularly if you cooperate with the teaching and you put some effort into developing the skills and capacities that are being called forth anyway. Then you can kind of practice at what you need to develop in your life so that when you're in your life, you're performing well, instead of having to practice on the performance field, so to speak. And then the last question is, do you have someone to help you create what you want now? If you don't, I recommend that you find somebody, whoever it is. And I'm happy to help, because that's what I love to do. I love to help people get clear about what they want, identify the skills and capacities that they're going to need in this next part of their life, and then systematically develop those over time so they can masterfully approach their life and all the challenges and all the joys that are inherent in that. So if you think this might be right for you, schedule a 15-minute free consultation and we'll explore that. We'll explore whether it's right for you, whether it's right for you now. So those are the principles behind the coaching that I do and why I love it so much and why I think it's so effective. Thanks for your time.